Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It's your boy DEADMANVINCE back with another Black Clover mobile video. Hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves. Hope you guys have been able to surpass your limits. But we're going to go ahead and hop right into this video. What I'm going to be talking about today is just a possible update on the summon animations. There was an animation, if you guys remember from the original trailer, there was an animation of Asta attacking Licht, the original like ancient demon that was attacking the Clover Kingdom, and the Wizard King became like famous off that story, got all his clout. Let me actually go to that video first before we play this one. This scene right here from the original trailer of Black Clover Mobile, you can see right here the demon right here. This is Licht. I made the point that Asta had never directly fought Licht in the show. He did fight an ancient demon later on, but at that point it was a Spade Kingdom arc. Asta had learned Devil Union, all kinds of things. So this doesn't match up for continuity's sake, right? So I was saying that this could be the summon animation because this looks like that right there reminds me of when Meliodas in Grand Cross. That's when Meliodas, when the demon starts to try to beat up Meliodas, and right at this point right here, so right here in the animation where the demon shoots off the blast and Asta deflects it, right here, at this point in Grand Cross, this will be a part of the summon animation where Meliodas either full counters the attack the demon does, or he just takes the L and just gets beat up by the demon, or he picks the demon up, and that one is still like a regular. So the full counter is an SSR. Losing to the demon is pretty much guaranteed to be a shit multi. And then when Meliodas doesn't do either and he just kind of picks the demon up and gets the demon off of him, it can still go either way. Then from this point right here, Asta deflects. So that would be like an SSR, right? Then he runs, he jumps. Now this would be the same as to when, oh that's perfect. This moment right here would be the same as to when Asta, or when Meliodas and the demon both blast off, but their blast clash. This makes perfect sense because Asta can't use magic, so he has no choice but to use a physical attack. So this is still that scuffle right here, just trying to win that. And you see how Asta instantly transforms into Black Asta, right? So that's what made me think that this could be the summon animation, just because it looks so perfect, it fits so perfect, the anatomy of this animation right here. But we actually just recently got the prologue for the game. Now that I'm looking back over the Asta animation, I still feel like that's a more fitting summon animation. But with this video, if we come right, where is it? Where the Wizard King is actually fighting Licht, right? Oh, then it's just not gonna load. Give me a second here, folks. Now, if we come right here to this part of the video, this is the part where the Wizard King is about to do his final attack on Licht, the ancient devil, or when Licht turns into an ancient demon, right? And right here, you can see the Wizard King charge up his spell. Now, the only thing that I was thinking could make this a really good summon animation was, I was wondering what if they did the animations kind of how Dragon Ball Legends does their animations, where you'll see Goku fighting and there's like a million different animations for that game. But one of the determining factors on the units that you get is the background and also how many pods fly through the sky whenever you're like getting ready to do the summon. Well, I was thinking when I saw this, possibly we could have it be like however many swords he summons determines how many or what rarity of character that you would get, right? Now the only thing about this is that the first Wizard King is so like hype a character that I definitely don't think they would use him for like for like the multis, especially because they don't truly introduce him later on in the story. But they could update it to this at some point. I don't really see why they would do that, but it's a possibility. Also, another thing that you have to consider with summoning animations is you also have to think about the fact that when the game first drops, there's going to be a very minimal amount of characters, a very small cast of characters just initially. So they're definitely going to have to leave some headspace for the summon animations to be improved upon. So, for instance, let's say right here. Also, another thing, since they're starting off with this Asta, whenever we get deeper into the game, will they actually change Asta? So, say we get to the Heart Kingdom 6-month training expedition arc, whatever, right? Also, that could be a very interesting thing. I'm going to make a video on that too. But right here, we could say, what if Asta gets to the 6-month training arc and then the summon animation, Asta's always buff, or maybe Asta's not always buff, and that's a part of the summon animation as well. Say you come into the summon and Asta's like this size, then you're basically not getting anything. Say you come to the animation, Asta's like a chunky boy, then you are getting something, right? Because we also have to keep in mind that they're gonna keep adding more and more characters to the game, and the characters will start to get like absolutely ridiculous. And you know, in typical gacha game fashion, they do like to add characters that are kind of like a whole different like category. So for Dokkan, you have your regular units, You have your banner units, you have your Dokkan Fest units, you have like the special case of the side banner units that just don't ever come back, and then you have LRs, right? So they're always adding a new rarity on, just adding it, making a higher point to climb to, right? That's the point of gacha games, to keep them going. And then you look at Dragon Ball Legends, we have what is it? Extreme, Sparking. And then Sparking used to be like what a Dokkan Fest would be, and then they released Legends Limited, but Legends Limited was not the same thing as a Legendary, and then they released Ultra, which was like the same thing as a Legendary. So it seems like all games try to hit that Legendary level at the very least, because I see with One Piece Treasure Cruise now, you can even boost characters to level 150 after you get them into their final form, and level 150 is like the max level for Dokkan. So it feels like everybody's trying to kind of like reach that Legendary like kind of like status, right? And with them increasing the rarity of the characters and increasing how good the characters are in the game, they're going to have to make more summon animations. So right here, whether it's the Wizard King summon animation, or I don't even know, because this was a video about how that Wizard King animation could be a summon animation, but now that I'm looking at this, it's just spurring more ideas for me. And right here, after Asta the Flex, boom, right here, this could be another part of the summon animation. You can see this man Yami right behind Asta, and he's just like, let's go, Asta. And this man Asta's like, yes, sir. And they just like run off, right? Then you're like guaranteed like 2 SSRs or something like that. Or it can be like, Yuno's right here, and he's just like, Asta, let's go. And then Asta's like, Asta, pass my limits. And then they like run off. Guaranteed 1 SSR. Just a lot of little things like that. I don't really know of any other characters that they would add in to kind of like, oh, Libe, whenever Libe gets introduced into the story, he could be the highest like level animation in the game, or they could do like an animation, because if you remember Naruto Blazing, what a time. If you remember Naruto Blazing, the summon animations used to be Naruto charging up a Rasengan. He would run through Orochimaru's triple Rashomon technique, right? But to determine how many SSR characters, or if you were going to get an SSR character at all, or the rarity, or how good the multi was going to be, basically. To determine that, it would be either Sasuke would pop up, and then he would break through a few more of the gates with you, because it wasn't just 3 gates. They were just using it as kind of like the symbolism. And then sometimes even Sasuke and Sakura will pull up with you, and they'll help you crash through a bunch of gates. So basically it'll be like Naruto runs through the first few gates, and then Naruto's done, and then the next person runs through a few more gates, and then Sakura would be like the last one if she was there, and then she'd like punch through just a few more gates, then you just get like a really good pull, right? Things like that. So I feel like they can have it be like a thing where it's like Asta, Yuno, Noct, Yami, and they're charging up some crazy ass team attack. Just a thought. I might be going a little big here, but like I said, this was supposed to be a video on how that prologue animation could be the summon, but now that I'm looking at this, I feel like this fully cements it even more so that this is the summon animation, especially now that I'm thinking about how there's no background, so it looks like a very basic like general area. So it's like, this probably isn't even like an area, unless this is like raids and we have to level up the same way as we did in Grand Cross by farming raids daily. That shit's gonna be garbage. If that is the case, I will definitely be having 2 accounts, so I'm not sitting back waiting for any fucking body. But before I go, guys, you should also check out my video where I do break down the prologue trailer, because that's a pretty good trailer. It's pretty hype. But that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. If you guys did enjoy the video, then you can go down below, Mario Leona, thrash that like button, and you can also go down below and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can unleash your hostile mana every single time I drop a video. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say hostile mana. But yeah, that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Sorry guys, a little bit fast-paced video. I'm kind of in a rush here, but you guys have a good one. You be safe. Peace.